Hello and welcome to another VanHack podcast. I am Ilya, and today I'm really excited to be joined by not one, but two VanHackers, Erich and Lucas, who have both recently been hired in Canada, Erich in Toronto and Lucas in Calgary. And we wanted to do this episode because we want to talk about a referral success case. So actually, Erich was the one who introduced Lucas to VanHack, and he helped change Lucas's life, and Lucas is now living in Calgary. So congrats to you both for getting hired, and thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Ilya.
Thanks. Thank you.
No problem. Let's get right into it. So just quickly, guys, if you can tell everyone, maybe starting with Erich, since you got hired first, your professional background, where you're from, and what are you doing now?
Okay, yeah. So thanks, Ilya, for this opportunity. My name is Erich, and I am a computer scientist. I graduated in Brazil. I worked in the field for actually over 10 years in Brazil, before moving to Germany, where I stayed for 3 years. And I worked there as a Ruby on Rails developer. And then when we decided we wanted to move to Canada, we got in touch with VanHack and found a company willing to make us an offer. And that's when we came to Toronto for the first time, fell in love with the city, and decided to move here. And I only have to thank VanHack for all the support they gave us so far.
Yeah, so our pleasure. Win-win, right? We hack together. One thing I actually just realized, and I don't know how I didn't think about this before, is you both came on VanHack Leap, right? Erich came actually on our first Leap in Canada, the Leap in Toronto, and Lucas came Leap Calgary a few months ago. So that's actually a kind of cool thing you guys have in common as well. We'll get back to that, but first I want to let Lucas introduce himself quickly. So Lucas, who are you? Where are you from? What's your background, etc.?
Okay. Hi. I'm Lucas. I graduated in computer engineering in Brazil. I also worked in the area for more than 10 years as well. And another interesting thing, I also worked in Europe for a while, but in my case was 1 year in Italy. And I came back to Brazil because I wanted to move to Canada, so I came back and to try to find some opportunities to see if I can move to Canada. And I was searching for a lot of things, trying to find a job through the job bank and all those other websites in Canada. And I was actually almost giving up. Was going to try to go in by college when Erich told me that he was working in Canada with and he introduced me to VanHack. So I tried to give it a try and found this opportunity here in Calgary through VanHack Leap.
Very cool, very cool. So let's get back. Erich, what made you want to invite Lucas? And Lucas, what made you want to sign up? Could you guys talk me through that situation? Was a message sent on WhatsApp, or what happened there?
Yeah, so what happened on my case, maybe people don't know that yet, but Lucas and I are from the same city in Brazil. It's a small city on the countryside of the state of São Paulo. And our families know each other. Oh. So my aunt sent me a message on WhatsApp and said, Lucas studied with your cousin and he's trying to move to Canada. Do you think you could help him? And I asked about the professional background, what he was studying, what he was working with. And when I saw it was tech and something that has a high demand, it's in high demand here in Canada, I said, okay, just give me his contact. I'm going to talk directly to him because I think I can help him. And that's how we had our first contact. We exchanged some information regarding where he would like to be, which kind of position he was looking for. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I think I sent him an invite for the Slack group, mm-hmm. right? The VanHack Slack channel. And then after that, I just asked him to introduce himself and tell everyone that I was referring him
Nice.
for VanHack.
Nice. So in this case, you didn't actually use the link, but maybe it was before that we even had the link, right? So
Correct.
maybe it was just in the beginning, right, when we were just launching the referral program.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to Lucas. I think it was even before the referral program was properly formatted.
Yeah. Cool. Old school. I like it. Yeah, just for everyone to know, you can go to your VanHack profile in the top menu. There's invite a friend button. You can get your own personal referral code. So everything is tracked, and you could even see the people who signed up and if they got hired or what stage they are in the process. Make it easy for you. Awesome, Lucas. Awesome, Eric. Thank you. Lucas, tell me now, what did you think when you got the link or the invite from Eric?
Well, like I was telling you, like I was giving up already to try to find a job through other means there in Canada. So when he told me that he was hired by through VanHack, and I said, well, at least like he's there, so like I have a proof that that VanHack works, that he can be hired by through VanHack. And then he showed me like what I had to do, like the steps that I had to like enter in the Slack channel and sign up on the on VanHack website, where there was like all the code tests that you could do, the English tests and those things. So like all those things, like I said, well, if he's there in Canada, so I might as well like give it a try and see if I can make it hired. And well, actually, like I did get hired like faster than I actually expected. I was a bit surprised because like
how long was it?
It was less, like, because like when I subscribed in VanHack, I think it was maybe July or August, and then I came here in January. So like in like less than 6 months, I was already here in Canada. So,
Nice. Yeah, and I think you got hired in like October or November, right, at the Leap event?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. So like 2-3 months to getting an offer. That's
yeah,
awesome.
about that.
Cool. Well, yeah, you can buy Eric and me beers later.
Yeah, I'm planning to see. Oh, when can I go there to Toronto? Maybe he come here to Calgary someday, and we take a beer or something.
I will, as soon as the quarantine is over.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go there.
Yeah, for everyone watching this in the future, we're recording during the COVID-19 quarantine, so that's why that's happening. Cool, guys. Well, let's just finish up here with tips. What tips do you guys have for other people who are, on their journey to get hired abroad? What would be like your 1 or 2 things you would say, or maybe Eric, you did say to Lucas something like this.
You mean like an advice or something? Word of support?
Advice.
Yeah, what I told him is he definitely had everything needed to migrate to Canada. He shouldn't give up his dream. And that fortunately, we have a company like VanHack that allows to connect applicants with the companies that are looking for professionals. And that this was the right way to go, because he was trying to approach the companies directly. And I told him, your chances of success by going that route are low. So you should try to go with VanHack, because they know already the companies that are willing to go through to the visa, to the sponsorship process. So that was the information I gave him, and I felt like that's the right strategy for anyone. There are lots of opportunities. I'm pretty sure VanHack knows lots of companies willing to hire, and if people have this dream of coming to Canada, they should contact VanHack for at least for tech positions, right?
Definitely. Thanks, Eric. That's great. And Lucas, what would you say to people who are kind of on their journey? What do you wish you knew maybe 1 or 2 years ago?
Well, what Eric said, like having to find a job by yourself, like trying to find a company, like coming from me, that I have been trying that for like, I think I took like more than a year or 2, like trying to do through that process before going to VanHack. So yeah, that like VanHack really helps a lot in that part. And also like all the interview practices that VanHack gives, those like help really a lot, because when I started, when I subscribed on VanHack and started having those tips from VanHack, like I noticed that there were a lot of things that I was going to do wrong in interviews in Canada. So that really like helps a lot in the interview process, because I think it was one of the reasons that I got this job. If I had done the interview with pure without having all the tips that VanHack gave me, I'm not sure I was going to get this job. I was probably going to do a lot of things incorrectly.
Yeah, we try, and I know sometimes people think like, oh, you know, I have X years experience, I've already gotten many jobs in my home country. It definitely is a different beast doing a job interview abroad. And you know,
it's way different.
Yeah, and having that open mind, you know, there's always something you can learn, even if it's one little thing, but it can make a big difference. So that's really cool. Great, guys. So Lucas, Eric, thank you so much for sharing your experience. I'm really happy for both of you. Glad to see you're doing well in your jobs and in your new cities. For those of you listening, if you want to join VanHack, you haven't already, it's free. Go to vanhack.com and click sign up. Pretty easy. And of course, invite your friends as well. And maybe you can also be here in another referral success case video. So yeah, any last words, guys, before we finish up?
Yeah, don't give up. Follow your dream. If you want to go to Canada, VanHack can help you. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah, about the same thing. Like, go for your dream, and you'll be here in Canada and sooner than you expect.
Nice. Thank you both again. And yeah, for those of you listening, please subscribe, share, and all those good things. Thanks so much, and we'll talk soon.